if you lived here, this could be you. It's like a private oasis back here. Boy, is it hot out today. Hi everyone, and welcome to my newest listing located at 166 Arrowhead Circle in Ashland. This property that we're about to tour is a townhome style condominium with about 1975 square feet of living space, which includes a cozy room in the basement. There's so much to love about this place, but the thing that is really awesome is check out the outdoor space. You have a nice, little lawn here with the walkway. You have this newly poured concrete walkway here. And check this out. I love this little space up here. Walk up these stairs and check it out. You get your own little oasis back here. Get the nice little Japanese maple right here. But look at this awesome space. Imagine if you lived here. You got your deck over there. You got your little outdoor patio right here. Nice shrubbery. And then over there, you even have room for a little a grill. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you, because if you've seen a lot of these properties, very, very rarely do you have an outdoor space as nice as this for your use. All right, now let's head in. Okay, first stop is in the large foyer here with the high ceilings. I do want to show you that we have new doors. They actually have the blinds, which is kind of neat, inside the glass. So see that? You just go like this. You can open and close it. We have the electronic door locks. These awesome huge windows right here, brand new. These are new, and there is motorized shades up there. And I'm going to show you how they work because they're pretty cool. But there's a lot of custom things in here. Look at this beautiful tile wall right here, accent wall, and the homeowner tiled up here. The carpet is newer. Let's head on up. All right, I'm just gonna turn around because I want you to see these awesome windows right here. There's a remote control, which is pretty cool. And I think if you hold it like this, look at that. It takes a little bit, so I'm going to turn around and then you can see it in a second. All right, probably don't want to see me play pool because I am not very good, but I wish I was. So this homeowner, this is something that's up for sale, perhaps to somebody who buys this, but this also doubles as a dining room table. There's actually a top that goes here. Again, this is not included, but this is something that if the buyers are interested, we can talk about later. But the reason I want to point that out is this is not a billiard parlor unless you want it to be. This is your dining room. So typically dining room table, then you have your, maybe your china cabinet over there. So this right here, dining room. Now let's head down to the living room. And a few things I want to point out to you also is some of the differences in the other townhomes. Look at that. That is one piece of stone. Feels like a granite, but all one piece. That is really cool. That is not typical, and I have not seen that in the other condos I've sold. The homeowner also put in this storage bench right here, but also it's a nice, whoop, just messed up the pillows. Okay, there we go. But it's also a nice window seat. We have newly sanded and stained hardwood floors. So there's your living room. Way over there is your dining room and your fireplace. By the way, this property is in absolute meticulous condition. And by the way, no expense was spared in so many of the things that this homeowner put in, including all these beautiful blinds throughout. You also have the same blinds on that window right there. And see, there's the motorized blinds that I was telling you about. I'm actually gonna open it back up. Let's see, I think you just push this button. And there we go. So luxurious. All right, let's head into the kitchen. Feast your eyes on this. Look at all the cabinet and counter space you have. let's start right here. We have this built-in desk area. I love how the homeowner did the shelves with the see-through doors right there. We go down here, we have the refrigerator. It's nice and clean, in great condition. Just wanted to show you that. But I really love how the panels here match the cabinetry. We have granite counters, tile backsplash. We also have those same expensive blinds here also. Now what I really like is when this kitchen was remodeled, they moved the refrigerator from here over there. Why is that a great idea? Because now when you open up this door, it doesn't hit your refrigerator like in so many of the other properties I've sold in here. So this does have shelves in there. And of course, how could I forget the island? Looks like we have a bar height top there with the stools, which I believe, I'll double check that the homeowner is gonna leave these. We got the nice big cabinet drawers over there. So there is the kitchen. All right, let's keep this tour going. Oh, by the way, one other thing I want to point out, and there's a lot of little details in this place that I want to make sure you don't miss. These are all custom. All these switches, look, notice, no screws in any of the electric wall plates or switches, and you'll see that throughout. This isn't cheap. These have to be custom ordered in order to match the paint, and you're going to see that throughout. All right, let's see. Okay, we have the half bath I would like to show you. So this has been updated. Another thing I'd like to point out is in most of these condos I've sold, there's only one light switch that controls the fan and the light. So every time you turn the light on, the darn fan comes on. This one, we have a separate switch for the fan, a separate switch for the light. Again, nice fancy light switches there. And all the doors in this condo have been replaced with solid wood doors. Not the cheapo one that the builders put in that if you hit it even slightly hard, it almost leaves a dent in it. No, these are nice quality doors and all new hardware. All the doors. All right, so that's it for the first floor. You saw the living room, the dining room, the awesome kitchen. Let's head upstairs. Some other things I want to point out is look at these sconces on either side of the mirror that the homeowner put in. That is different. I also want to turn around and show you where all that beautiful light's coming from. We have a skylight up there. Let all this light in. All right, first stop is the primary bedroom, and we're going to enter through these nice double solid doors. Another thing the homeowner did, which I really think was so smart, typically these ceilings keep going way up. He put a vaulted type ceiling in instead, flattened that part out so you could put the recessed lights in, but also just to make it look a lot nicer than instead of going all the way up to a peak, kind of flattened it at the top. They're still very high. I mean, that's probably 12 feet high right there. All right, so now we have a nice thing to show you in here. This whole area has been remodeled. There used to be an old wood-burning fireplace there. It was removed because you could see through to the other side. So if somebody was taking a bath, you could peek in and see them. Now they put in this custom built-in with drawers here, and we also have this closet. You can see the lights going on because it senses that I'm getting close. Of course you're going to expect that in this place, right? A light that automatically goes on before you walk into the closet. But we have, look at all the space in here. We have rows and rows to hang all your clothes. We have a mirror. Don't want you to see me, so let's see if I can scooch down here. Not that I care if you see me, I'm just joking, but look at all the room that you have. So this is really nice. Again, this is custom. This was done by the current homeowner. Now, one of my favorite parts is the bathroom. This has been completely redesigned and remodeled. Looks like we got quartz countertops, high-end cabinetry. We got, double sinks, double vanity, but also double mirrors. Look at the 4 lights that you have on either side of the mirror. Like, even was smart enough to make this little built-in area there. Okay, now look at this. You have your own little, makeup table, or, spot you can blow dry your hair. You can look in the mirror. Yep, that's me. And it's really cool how the mirror works too. Just a little button right there. Turns it off, I think. Yep, there we go. That's neat. So again, look at these nice fancy switches. This one actually controls a Bluetooth speaker that's, I believe it's right there. Let me just turn it on. I believe it beeps. Yep, there it is. Okay, and check out the shower. Look at the size of that rain head. Imagine after a hard day being under that. Beautiful. Excellent work too. Really quality work in here. Really nice. And I love the frameless glass doors also. Look at that. Very well done. All right, let me turn around. I've showed you the little makeup area here. So what I like too is that they closed off the toilet area. So that way, if there's somebody in here that needs to take a shower, get ready, you have a little bit of privacy, and you can shut the door. All right, so that is the primary bathroom. I think I told you the carpet is also newer. All the windows on the second floor have been replaced. The door from the kitchen to the deck has been replaced, and also the door to the foyer has been replaced. And here is bedroom number 2. Homeowner also vaulted the ceiling in here too, instead of it going way up. Notice we have really nice ceiling fans in this room and also in the primary bedroom. But look at the size of this guest room. And the paint, I can't even find a scuff on it. Same with all the trim. Like, truly perfect condition. All right, and then through here, we have 2 closets for this bedroom. And we also have a full bath for this bedroom. And this place is clean, 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 ready to move in. It's so meticulous. You are going to love it. All right, so that's it for bedroom 2. And you already saw the primary suite, but just another shot of it. Isn't that nice? And this is cool. I know it's not in, part of the sale, but looks like an old-fashioned, I guess, like, tape player. Very cool. All right, let's keep moving. I like how the homeowner painted all the railings. Just matches really well. Just goes together with the wall and the trim and the doors and even the floor. Next stop is the finished basement. Okay, so it looks like what the homeowner did here, obviously they redid it. Typically the washer and dryer, people keep in the utility room, but I like what they did here. They actually brought it out into here. So now you have, this beautiful laundry area, and you have this built-in desk area. So, use your imagination in here. I guess if you want, move that back in there, and if you want to make this a room without the washer and dryer in here. But I think it's actually very smart and very convenient to make this just a beautiful finished room that has multiple purposes, but also you can do your laundry. Very efficient. Through here is a 2-car tandem garage, including storage, and in there is the utility room, which has the HVAC system and the hot water tank. So that's it for our tour. I'm going to bring you back up. One last look of this beautiful home. Ooh, there's a nice shot. I'm going to stand right here and just pan the camera. Isn't that nice? All right, let's, you know what? I'm gonna go out. So I came in this door right here. That was, the double door leading to the big foyer. Let's go out through the door to the deck. Because if you lived here, maybe this is where you put your gas grill. They obviously put it down there. But isn't that beautiful? Like, look at that space you have up there. Oh, listen to the birds chirping. I paid the birds to do that. Give them a little bird feed, and they sing in the trees when I come outside. Yep, see, hear them? Well, thank you for joining me on this tour. I hope you will come and take a look at this beautiful home. One last look at the kitchen. And thank you for joining me. If you lived here, you might become a championship pool player. The only ball I got in, would you believe, was the white ball I scratched.